Yep, we're doing it. We're going right into rank with this, and if it does well, I may actually consider sleeving it and putting up the 3 main cards and crying softly to myself because I've spent so much dust on something that... And I made myself promise not to dust anything I was using currently or would continue using. Do I want to... I want to go first. If I get out Zoa, then, like, most opponents get very upset at that. Most. I also think certain fusions actually have to hit the graveyard first. I think, yeah, fusions have to hit the graveyard at the field first. This is a predicament. It's one of the many bricks. We just have to be okay with it. Actually, no, we leave it on. The moment... What can we get? No, not yet. No, because I can't normal summon again. I might have done that wrong. Oh, well... I actually probably would have wanted... Huh? Am I about to get hit with... You got it. You got it, fam. You got it. You got it. You got it. I can't even be mad. No! 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 What no! No! Why? Read your cards! Read your cards! No! Can I even continue the video after that? It's not gonna top. It's not gonna peak. Oh my god, I am... What do I even say? What do I even do? I I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I I just... This is why... Okay. I'm gonna rant a bit. I'm gonna rant a bit as I return to where the music is, because I need to explain this right now. No, you know what? I'm just gonna tell the story, right? I'm gonna tell the story. It's about Demon Soul, so if you don't care about it, just fucking keep double tapping the button. Hubris. Opponent had it. He had me. I get it. You're scared of the face down. I'm going to tell you right now, If you have that fear, then you have to have things to counter it. Pack an MST, Harpy's Feather, Twin Twisters, any back row removal, get it right away. Because, again, or read what your opponent has. You can make educated guesses. Not everyone has enough room in their archetype to put in support cards, right? Utility cards, right? I consider things like Regeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Ash, Max, actually all the Ghost Girls, Nibiru, Kurikara, Lava Golem, Kaijus. These are all utility cards. They're the Batman utility belt, right? It's, haha, I drew this right when I needed to deal with you. Even Underworld Goddess is a utility card. She does not fit into an arc. She's a fiend. So maybe you could argue, oh, well, she's a fiend. She can... It doesn't matter. Oh, or, you know, you want her for her negating effect, because you can play around Irish... Utility. That's all she is. Can she run in decks that incorporate, like, her unique strategy? Oh, of course. But for the most part, utility. He honestly should have just went YOLO, boosted Ra, and swung at me. But because he wanted to clear the board, because he did not care to take that risk, he lost. Why did he lose? Because he, A, didn't read his card, B, was either trying to be cocky or flex. That's 90% of the time what tends to happen. And I will tell you all right now, you know the mantra of my freaking channel, the basis of my freaking personality is my greed. I will champion it. I will always say it proudly whenever it bites me right in the cojones. My greed. What is my greed, Heroic Legend? Well, while I was playing Demon Souls, I was facing the Dragon God. And I was doing it at a stupidly early level, apparently. On top of that, I was doing it while in Phantom form, and while my world tendency was black. So, I was just going to get squished no matter what happened. If he farted on me too hard, I would have died. Right? But I ran Royal as my class, so I had spells, and I didn't find all the NPCs for that. Look, my poor gaming skills are an issue for a different video and a different topic. Anyway, I had my little spell, my little soul arrow is the best way I could describe it. And because I had the telescope, I know that in most Souls games, you can aim your spells if you use the telescope first. I spent a solid, what was it? 30 minutes, I believe. I'm going to look at Jamer. He's going to either give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. 30 minutes for the Dragon God, the first attempt, right? He's hitting me with the más o menos, so. And again, when I got him down when both arms were pinned and I was ready to end the gimmick fight, I walked too close to his mouth, he breathed fire on me as I was flexing, as I was getting ready to put on a fist to punch him because I wanted revenge for all the stress and strife he caused me, and he killed me. He was done. He was out cold. He was, I'm ready, take me out. But because of that little fire breath, I had to redo the whole fight. Now, yes, I did it faster this time. I kept a hold of my mana better. I even returned to human form just to make sure I did it. And just to make sure in case I got fire breathed on me again, I have the potential of living it. But do you know why it took me almost an hour plus to beat that boss? Because I got cocky. I let my hubris take over. I let what went against my better judgment, my higher judgment, take control. I wanted to flex. I want to make a point. I want to be like, yeah, I'm the big man. I'm the big guy. Look at these guns. But you know what that got me? My ass slapped right back to the bonfire. Right back to looking at the boss at full health and having to play friggin' peekaboo with the god. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't do anything for you. Whether in locals, whether in person, whether in a tournament. Locals and in person can pretty much be the same thing, but I'm more referring to like in person as in like with friends. The moment you start flexing, If you get served a big plate of humble pie, you better be ready to eat every last bit of it. I don't care if you don't like blueberries. It's blueberry humble pie and you're going to enjoy it. It's happened to me numerous times. Jamer gets no end of glee whenever he sees my own stupidity bite me right back. And when I died to the Dragon God, Jamer looked at me. He gave me the biggest smug grin and was like, and I had to sit there looking down at my hands. I couldn't even be mad. I wasn't mad. I was upset throughout that whole time because the previous boss gave me trouble, and it was a struggle to beat him. And I was, of course, a bitter, stubborn boy, and wanted to just try to get it over with. But I had to sit there and be like, no, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Nope, yep, I deserve this. I was a stupid. I was indeed a stupid. This was entirely preventable, and the situation has become what it is now because of my own stupidity. Because of my own hubris. It takes 10 seconds to read your cards. In fact, no. I'm going to go to a very text-heavy card that I own and play with. I don't care! Get out the way! I'm making a point. I'm making a statement. Oh, my throat hurts from all the no's I did, and I'm sorry to anyone whose eardrums I just ruptured. Let me go look up a text-heavy one. That's a decent amount of text. So, this card cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand, while the attack of all monsters your opponent controls is more than that of all the monsters you control. You can target any number of beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monsters you control, return them to the hand, then return face-up monsters your opponent controls to the hand. Equals the number of cards you return to the hand. Also, for the rest of the turn, Alpha, the master of beasts you control, cannot attack directly. If I play this card, and I use this return effect, and I ultimately end up screwing myself over, because I could have attacked for game by getting rid of one or two of his cards, and then attacking over the rest, but then I said, no, I want to flex, I want to say, haha, you have nothing. That's my fault. Right? Because a realistic scenario is Beast Warrior, right? So, where is it? Here. My Dynasty Warriors are actually a beautiful example of this, right? So, Lu Fang. Lu Fang must be special summoned from the hand. That means if he goes away to the graveyard, I cannot bring him back with Monster Reborn. If he is in the graveyard, he is just there. Goodbye, love you, farewell. His effect, people tend to forget the second half of it. Once per turn during the end phase, if your opponent controls a monster with the highest attack on the field, even if tied, give control of this card to your opponent. What does this mean, Heroic? That means if I had calculated getting rid of all opponent's monsters through some means, and it failed, what do? Well, it's quite simple. Link him away. Get rid of him. Find a way to remove him from the field so he is not your problem to deal with. If I end up losing because I did not read all of Lu Fang's effect, that is my fault. That is my stupid. Mind you, he's one of two URs for the archetype. There is no earthly reason why you should ever play this card when your opponent has something like, what's a good example? Oral End, right? Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, neither player can target this card with monster effects. So neither player can target, but he also just can't be destroyed. Very important, right? If my opponent has out Borrel and I cannot attack over it, or I get only a temporary boost, that's my fault. That's my fault. I even see cannot be destroyed by card and cannot target, which means I believe. Yeah, target. So if I see, or even Goddess, right? If I do not have the double act out. Or, even worse, Goddess came down and turned off his effects. They're permanently off, A. Yeah, so that's just off permanently. And I believe that actually goes for Borland as well. Right? It's donezo. GG. Right? So if I make the mistake of bringing out Lu Feng when they have Goddess out and when Ulf has been turned off, yeah, activated effects. He has to activate the effect. If I don't read this and I summon Lu Feng and then I can't attack over it and I can't like find a way to beat it down, that's my fault. Especially if Lu Feng goes over to their side after. The only person I can blame for that is myself. I may be seeming harsh to opponent right now. And you know what? I probably am, because I had accepted it. I accepted my fate. I did not want that win. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I did not want that win. That win, to me, is the most unearned thing I've gotten for this year. But the year's already started. That's the joke. I'm flabbergasted. I'm honestly flabbergasted. I have... not since the early days of Master Duel have I experienced something that freaking broke me this bad. It is honestly astonishing, because that was my whole big gambit, was using Excella to get out Albaz, and I considered doing it for the tokens. I'm kind of glad I waited now, because he did have Soul Crossing, which is a quick play. But I can't. I just can't. I don't even know what to do, man. Like, I need to get off. I need to get off for now. I'm good. I'm Gucci. Anyway, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Much appreciated if you do. And until the next one, I just want to say, laters.